Hey there and welcome. Today we're jumping right back to basics to really master the foundation of English, the alphabet. Our goal is super simple, to nail the names of all 26 letters so you can speak clearly and with a ton of confidence.
So, what's the actual secret to getting this down? You'd think it would be easy, but honestly, for a lot of people, getting every single letter name just right can be a bit of a challenge. Okay, here it is. The key is not just memorizing them one by one. No way. There's a much smarter trick. We're going to group the letters by the sounds their names make. Trust me, this little technique makes learning them so much easier. Let's kick things off with our very first group. These are all the letters that have that long A sound, just like in the word say. Here they are. First, you've got A, which is just A. Then there's H, pronounced H, and J is J, and K is K. See how they all have that similar A vowel sound in there? It's what ties them all together. All right, let's give it a shot out loud. It really helps. Just repeat after me. Ready? A, H, J, K. Awesome. Okay, moving on to our next sound group. And fair warning, this one is a biggie. All of these letters are built around that long E sound, exactly like you hear in the word see. Okay, let's dive into the first half of this group. We've got B, which is B, C is C, D is D, the letter E is just E, and G sounds like G. You can totally hear that E sound finishing each one, right? And here's the rest of them. P is P, T is T, and V is V. And finally, we have Z. Now, this one's interesting because it actually has two common pronunciations. In American English, it's Z, but in British English, it's Z. And you know what? Both are totally correct. Whoa, that was a lot of letters. So let's just run through them all one more time to really lock them in. Ready? B, C, D, E, G, P, T, V, Z. Nicely done. Time for our third group. These letters all kick off with a really short, kind of punchy eh sound, like at the beginning of the word get. Listen for that sound right at the start. And here they are. F is F, L is L, M is M, N is N, S is S, and X is X. You can really hear how that eh sound starts every single one. It's super clear once you listen for it. Okay, let's try these together. Listen close for that first sound. F, L, M, N, S, X. Fantastic. Hearing that shared sound is the whole point. So we've tackled all the big groups. Now, what about the rest? Well, these are the unique ones, the letters that kind of march to the beat of their own drum. They don't really fit into a sound group, so we'll look at them one by one. First up is the letter I, and this one is super easy. It's pronounced exactly like the word for your eye. Simple as that. Next up, we have O. Again, nice and simple. It's just that O sound. Then there's Q, which has a cool sound, Q. A little fun fact, you'll pretty much always see it followed by U in any English word. The letter R is pronounced R. Yeah, you can even have a little fun with it and say it like a pirate, R. Then we have U, and it's pronounced exactly like the word you. Now for a really interesting one, W. Its name is literally W. It's the only letter with more than one syllable, and it's cool because the name perfectly describes what it looks like, two-letter U's put together. And finally, we have the letter Y, which is pronounced just like the question word, why. All right, you've made it. We've gone through all the sound groups and all the unique letters. So now, for the grand finale, let's put it all together and do a full review of the entire alphabet. Let's do this together. Find a nice, steady rhythm. You ready? Let's go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. That was fantastic. You just did it. By breaking it down into those simple sound groups, you've completely mastered the names of all 26 letters. Keep practicing a little bit, and it'll feel like second nature in no time. So you've got the letter names down pat. But that brings up a really important question. We know the name of this letter is C, but what sound does it actually make in a word like cat? Well, that's a whole other story, and it's where the real fun of reading begins. Something to think about.